Hey y'all, welcome to episode 4 of Mother Knows Best. I just need to get this off my chest because honestly, I was thinking today about why we play ourselves, like why we sell ourselves short. And ultimately, I think it has to come down to the fact that we know we're running the ship. We know that there's no one else. And because we get so comfortable, especially if you're a single man or woman living by yourself, even if you have children and you don't have a partner, you're living by yourself, you're the show, you're making it happen, that we get comfortable because we don't want to turn it up a notch. We want to just keep coasting. We tolerate jobs, relationships, family, or more intimate, where we know that there's a ceiling, right? That this is how far the growth will go, or we'll get with this individual, or we'll get with this job. You know it's going nowhere, but you just get comfortable, with your check being the same. The awkward silences on the phone with your family or friends, you get comfortable because you know what to expect. I think there's something beautiful about stepping out and embracing new opportunities, and embracing, understanding your own growth and where you have been, where you're going and where you have been. This week has been super crazy. And I say that because my mind is blown at how you can manifest your whole life. And I say this all the time, where I was 3 years ago is not where I am now. I have accomplished much, and all while it was happening, I was constantly having things kind of like obstacles thrown left and right. But I was always trying to focus on the objective. And I think a lot of men and women, they have this list of things they want to accomplish in their lifetime, but they don't set actual goals. Actionable is a better word. Things that they can do to get from one goal to the next, to complete that series and to start the next. We just like to dream, but dreams without a plan, it's just a pipe dream. And I think it's super important. I put my 2 weeks notice in, earlier in the week, and I found it very difficult because I was getting so comfortable in working with the population that I work with in my field. And it feels good. I've always been the type of person that wanted to help, people that are underserved. But I realized that, I'll be graduating in May with my second degree. And everything that I've learned, I want to continue to serve a bigger population. I want to be able to make more happen in the community. So it was the hardest thing to do, but I knew it was the right thing to do. And ever since I took that step, I have had offers trickling in, and I'm looking forward to what next week looks like, because it's like you gotta bet on you. It's easy to bet on other people and what they will do, but when you bet on yourself, when you step out on faith, blind faith, like you don't know what's going to happen. Of course, you have a plan. Before putting my 2 weeks in, I had my finances in order in such a way to where my mortgage was paid up, for a little while. So that I only had to work on, maintaining a few bills. And so I would give myself that cushion to make sure I'm shopping around for the best next step in, employment. It's very hard doing advocacy work because you have to find organizations that, in a sense, go in harmony with your own personal, values. And it's difficult to do the type of work that I enjoy doing so much without being able to contract or partner with organizations that can, funnel those people to me that need my assistance. And it's always been, for me, about being respected as a Black woman. As a woman of color, it's already hard enough. And when you're working in human services, I'm not looking to outdo myself. I'm not looking to be better than anybody else. I just really want to do my best every single day. And one thing that I am learning is that, ultimately, this is a marathon. There are so many parts of this. When you have a goal that's as big And as crazy as helping heal humanity, there's so many different ways to do it. You could be an advocacy worker, you could be a clinician, you could be an actual medical doctor, you could be a holistic doctor. I do a lot of energy work for people, but I also do a lot of coaching for people. And I think the most exciting thing about it is seeing the transformation. Spirit and my ancestors and so many of my close friends have put so much into me to make me who I am, and it always does something for me to do the same for others. And it's so awkward right now because I really do not like talking about myself. Like I if you notice, like on my social media and stuff, I just really now started posting pictures of myself. I really like my work to speak for itself. I think it's super important for you to stick with the objective, for you not to downplay yourself, for you not to select roles that are going to make you comfortable. And there is just one opportunity that I'm still looking to hear back from, and it blows my mind how scary it is. Like how scary, because it's so big. And it will require me not to hide. Like, I can't hide anymore. Like, I got to be full out me, like Miss B. And I think that excites me, but it also challenged me this weekend because I was really between a rock and a hard place with these opportunities coming up and selecting which one would be best for me and my children and my life that I'm living right now. And I realized that, the comfortable one is not what you want, especially if you want to progress and the amount of time that you want to progress. It's not time to be comfortable. It is time to be challenged, and you rising to the occasion and being that girl or being that man for the job. You already know you're going to put the work in. You're going to get the return out of this world because you bet on yourself. And I'm learning that as scary as and big as my dreams are, they're attainable. I've always wanted to have a podcast. I've always wanted to do a podcast because I felt that I had over the years gained so much insight, and I just wanted to be able to be in a position to let y'all know and to give y'all my thought process and my insight on certain things to see if it would be beneficial, more than anything to just get it all out of my head. So to see that we now have Mother Knows Best podcast and to see the views trickling in, it means so much to me. I definitely have wanted to actually do the YouTube as well, and I've been procrastinating for years, and it is something it's on the table still considering doing it, but I need a little time. Like, I just need to get myself together to be seen like that. I just need to get myself together. So, but it will be, happening next year. It will be happening. I think more than anything, it's about knowing that you can do it. Like, belief is not enough. It's knowing that you got all of the skills, motivation, and the follow through to make it happen. I think follow through is one thing sometimes we lack because it's like, oh man, I really gotta get up. I gotta do something. Like, I think this journey has shown me how powerful it is to set a goal, to carry out the action steps to get to that goal, and to see it through and it be successful. And it's like, man, I want everybody whose lives I am able to touch to have that same feeling. And it's crazy the blessings that are rolling in when you be yourself. Like, you can't be anybody else, and you have to know that. You can only be you, and you're going to be loved and respected for that amongst your peers or hated, but regardless, the show don't stop. Like, it keeps on going. I was on Instagram, and I was scrolling past some people that are like super dope, that do interior decorating and things like that. And it's just like, and some awesome influencers as well that are moms, and they blow my mind and they inspire me because This is no joke. There are some days where you're like super duper tired. You've given everything you can give at your job, and then you get home and give everything you can give to your children, and you're swamped. And this is not for the weak, but I'm super duper grateful that I always take the path of following my heart. When I got this urge that was like, okay, enough is enough. It's time to level up. It's time to move on to that next level. If you don't do it now, something in life's going to push you, and you're going to be uncomfortable, but you're going to grow. Literally, that's ancestors talking to you. It's spirit talking to you, letting you know that you can no longer be complacent with your comfortability. People that are destined for greatness, I believe we all are, or whatever our level or articulation is. But people that are destined for greatness, you cannot slack. You cannot feel comfortable doing what you've been doing. You have got to rise to the occasion. Literally, I think about how down and out I've been in the past, and how every year, no matter what I was going through, I tried to make life better that next year than it was the year before. And amidst the whole COVID-19 thing, that has been quite difficult, but sis been still making it happen. So I just wanted to kind of wrap with y'all on that, and just encourage you all not to be afraid, because the real you, like your star player, is on the other side of that fear. And I cannot even speak on anything that I'm not living. So with the craziness of this week, just being able to clear my mind, being able to journal a little bit, being able to have some time with myself, and being in this blank canvas of a master bedroom, thinking about how I want to design it and show y'all, and such a homebody, but so much of who I am requires me to interact with others, and it's so important that wherever I am at in this life, I am happy there. So I would give y'all the same advice. Wherever you are at in this life, be happy there. And if you're not happy there, do whatever you need to do. Make the necessary changes so that you can be happy there. So have a blessed and fruitful weekend. Go hard, you know what I mean? But also make sure you take it easy on yourself. Also, just go with the flow. Go with the flow. After you've set things into motion and you've done all you can do, the only thing after that is to go with the flow. Understand divine timing is not our timing. That is why it's divine timing. And move with grace, with yourself and with others. And on that note, be blessed. Love y'all.